Hey, it's me. Yeah. I'm LavaeReed. I made this piece, which kind of makes me the artist, and yeah, this is kind of just my video just to talk about it. So let's see, where do I begin? Well, first of all, I titled this piece "Doomed Paradise," right? And I guess I'll go into the meaning in a little bit, but first let me just kind of talk about like what it is I've actually created. So this piece was made with charcoal, oil pastels, and color pencils on heavyweight paper. And essentially what this piece is just a portrait of a woman with a, I guess you could say, discoloration, pigmentation. There's a word for that I'm kind of looking for. It's not coming to mind. But she's kind of looking right at you, right at the audience. You can see that parts of her body are done in color and parts of her body is done in black and white. And I kind of did that just because this piece right here is really just a combination of 2-3 pieces that I've done like years ago. And this woman is just sitting on a couch with her torso exposed, and she has roses on where her areolas should be. I'm such a child. I can't even take this seriously. But what she has next to her is like broken pieces of a mannequin. And I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with my work, but I did make a piece featuring the same model with a mannequin. So this is more so of a continuation rather than just like, I guess you can call it a series. Yeah, you guys can just call it a series. So I guess let's talk about why did I actually make this piece to begin with? Like what my inspiration was. Why did I continue on this series, or why did I make this piece based off of 2 previous pieces that I made? And how did I come to this moment? Well, the piece is titled "Doomed Paradise," as I've recently mentioned. And that's exactly what this is. See, with the previous piece, I can't even think of the name of that piece because I've made so many, but I'm sure I'll add it somewhere in the video. But within that previous piece that I made, I put myself more so in the, I more so represented myself as the mannequin that was just kind of trying to reach out to somebody, reach out to the woman that is in this piece. I made this piece to just somewhat represent, I guess you could say, current state of my love life, and I guess you could say emotional health. I'm gonna just say this, my love life is not necessarily going great, and I spend a lot of time by myself just making art, and that naturally leaves a lot of time for reflection. And I often reflect on the previous relationships that I've had, the people that genuinely meant a lot to me, or perhaps situations that caused me, I guess you could say, trauma. And so once again, as I did with the previous piece, I've represented myself as the mannequin in that piece as well as this piece. I feel like there's just a lot of things that I genuinely just don't understand about, like, how did I come to this point in my life? Because honestly, if I could make anything, if I could make my life any way I want it right now, it would not be this. Shoot, I remember being in middle school or even high school thinking that I'm like, oh, I'll probably be married by like 25 or something, and brother, I'm 24. Nothing has happened yet. I just feel like I'm currently left in this defenseless state. I guess I'm not really necessarily trying to pursue anything anymore. I think I'm at a point in my life where I'm ready to just kind of give up on love and just focus on my pursuit of art. Like, I used to have dreams of getting married, having kids, building generational wealth and all these great things, but now I'm at a point in my life where I have really no aspirations. I have no lofty goals. I have nothing but my work. And if I really think about it, it's kind of been like that for basically my whole life. Like, I've never really had anything. There was nothing more to me than just my artwork. As long as I had, like, you know, pencil, paintbrush, I was always sure to just kind of get by and do what I can. Just survive solely off of that. And now I'm just kind of realizing that, you know, maybe that's the only path for me. So I guess you could say that the extent of my love life is everything that I've experienced in the past, and that's what I guess I'm trying to say with this piece. Because the woman in this piece is somebody I dated. I didn't really date for too long, but this happened like years ago. And even though that we didn't necessarily date for too long, my thoughts remained with her for a various amount of reasons. It's just because I feel like I got, essentially, when I try to think about it logically, I probably got love bombed. Because, you know, throughout that relationship, you know, it didn't last very long, but she said some things that really just sat with me. Because, you know, we was bringing out the L word. You know, she was saying things like, you know, you're the man I want to marry, you're the man I want to build generational wealth with, and, you know, put all these ideas in my head like, hey, this is somebody I really want to give all those things to. This is somebody I really do want to provide for and give such an amazing and beautiful life to. Because, you know, those are things that, you know, she wanted with me. These are things that, you know, she said to me. But then in the end, I essentially got ghosted. And I can't possibly come down to a conclusion on what the reason was for that. Could have been like, you know, something I did. It's just I was left in a position where I didn't know what to think at the time. It just seemed kind of wrong to just take everything that she said was a lie. Because I don't want to do that. Because who am I to say that, you know, things that she said to me weren't true, or at least how she felt in that moment. I don't feel like it's right for me to do that. Yeah, that left me questioning things for a very long time, and it kind of carried on throughout, I guess you could say, some of my other relationships too, because now I'm at a point in my life where I'm reflecting and I guess kind of looking back and thinking, damn, I'm not sure if any of the women I have been involved with actually cared about me or actually meant any of the things that they said to me. Because now I'm left questioning, because like I don't know what to believe. So I'm left distraught, I'm left broken, I feel misplaced. Like, you can tell that I'm not really having like a fun time with this. And, you know, it really sucks to, you know, have these thoughts, because it's one thing for me to, like, you know, question the specific relationship that I had with her, but like with my other relationships, like one of my other exes who was genuinely like the love of my life, I've started to like kind of question the things that she said to me and if she ever really gave a fuck about me. And I hate to think that, because before I used to be so sure, so confident. I'm like, yeah, I know exactly how this person feels about me. But now I'm just like, dog, I don't know. So I'm taking this as a whole experience that I'm trying to just track down and see where are these thoughts coming from. And I've dialed it down to, like, you know, it stems from this relationship that I had years ago. Because this is the first time I've actually been, like, you know, ghosted, and I couldn't comprehend it for shit. Man, I felt so awful. Like, you know, it wasn't just like, you know, hey, yeah, I really do care about her and I just didn't really want her to leave. It's just like I couldn't, like, again, we weren't dating for that long. So if she wanted to break up and whatever, I'm like, okay, it's cool, you know, things don't work out. It is what it is. But it's just the fact that she said so many things that, like, that weighed heavy on my heart. It's the fact that she said those things and then just up and left made me start questioning a lot of things. Because just like, you know, this is something that everybody is capable of doing to a certain extent. I suppose I've done it too. So with this piece, I kind of wanted to show that I never really left that previous situation. I guess this is my way of saying that I'm still living in the past. I'm thinking that, you know, I'm over here thinking that, like, you know, I'm just going through life, living in the present, you know, planning my future and everything. But I think really mentally and emotionally, I've been right here, broken apart, defenseless, and trapped within this moment. And I think the reason why I wanted to make this piece is just to kind of sort of break free from that, break free from this idea of this concept of love and relationships, because, you know, that's something I've really just been contemplating nowadays. Like, this whole idea of love, you know, I've been getting into the word, reading the Bible and stuff, and reading what it says about love in there, and what men are called to do. And I think this is the New Testament. Yeah, it's just to love your wives as much as Jesus loved the church. And, you know, what did Jesus do for the church? Well, he died for it. So in my mind, I have always believed in love so strongly. And when people say that they love me, I imagine that that's what they meant by that they love me, that they would go to like such extreme lengths for me, because, you know, they genuinely care about me. And to have to question that has really put a toll on my emotional health. And by making this piece, I'm letting go of that. It's been a lot of turmoil. Oh, it's been a lot of turmoil. But yeah, I feel like I just genuinely need to focus on this pursuit of art, trying to become the best that I can be. And that's what I plan on doing. And I need to, I guess, free myself of such distractions too. Just something that love is genuinely something I've always wanted, you know. So it's hard to just kind of, you know, put that on the side and forget about it, because I don't know, it's something that I've desperately wanted. And I figured being in a healthy and loving relationship would have healed my inner child to a certain extent. But I think I need to let go of that. Definitely need to let go of that. When making art, you end up finding a lot of things out, like, about you. You end up learning a lot of things, because, you know, you're reflecting, you're conceptualizing a lot of different ideas, and that all stems from you. And so what I learned from this piece is just that it made me realize I had a lot of hurt inside. And I think people would naturally be like, hey, you need to go see a therapist and stuff. And yeah, I probably do, but I don't think I'm going to, unless for two reasons. One, because my money isn't up for all that. Therapy is expensive, but, you know, we'll get there. But the second reason is just because I like the process that I'm having with myself, like just figuring out who I am while making art. And I feel like if I went to therapy to just work out some of these issues, it's obviously going to accelerate that process. Like, I genuinely think if I went to therapy, it would work out well. I like the pace that I'm going when making art. It's very exhilarating. It's lovely feeling whenever I figure something out about myself, like think about where this trauma stems from, or why do I feel this way? How did this situation make me feel? And it all comes from making art. Like, this is genuinely just who I am. So, you know, with that being said, I realize that I have a lot of hurt that I have to process, and naturally I'm gonna continue making artwork and fleshing out these thoughts and these emotions that I've been having. I just think at some point I have to really kind of let go of the past to a certain extent, because, you know, it's really been fucking with me lately. And I guess if something is really bothering you, just walk away. Like, you know, there's really no point sitting here constantly thinking about some shit that really got you messed up, when you can just let it go and walk away. Like, you know, I really don't talk to any of these people anymore. Everybody who I've been in a relationship with, I don't talk to anymore. You know, I've physically moved on from that. I think mentally, I'm just focused on art. Because, you know, honestly, I think that's just something I'm obsessed with. It's just the emotional aspect hasn't really moved on, and I think it's time. But I don't know. I like clinging on to it. I'm still a romantic at heart. You know, I think I'm still kind of hoping that I meet somebody and that's genuinely, like, you know, my life partner. I think I'm genuinely still hoping for that. It would be nice. But I know I have to concentrate on my journey as an artist. I think that's something that needs my full attention. Just like I'm currently on this journey, and most journeys, they have an end. They have to end at some point, right? Part of the journey is the end. And I don't know what mine looks like. I've never really thought about it. Honestly, I figured that I would continue on this pursuit until I die. Yeah, I figured that I would just kind of work myself to death, and then at the end of my life, in my final moments, I'll realize if I've become a great artist, because, you know, that's something I've been contemplating a lot too. I think that's been on my heart more than you know, the previous relationships I have, and then like the whole concept of love. It's just, what is an artist and what makes an artist great? I don't know if I can be considered great as I am now, but I just know I have more mountains to climb. There's newer heights for me to reach. I feel like I just have to kind of give that my all. Even if it kills me. I'm hoping it does, because I feel like that would be an honorable end to my life. And be like, oh, how did LavaeReed die? Oh, he died from overworking. He died from doing what he loved most. There can't possibly be anything wrong with that. I really think of this piece as a stamp, as like, you know, a reflection of myself at this point in time and moving on from it. This was really more so of a personal piece. I mean, all of my pieces are, but I can't say that this has like any cultural significance, cultural connotations. It's just simply about my life and what I'm kind of going through. I mean, the thing is about my art, I always got to make it like that, and it's just like, if people just so happen to relate to it in some way and able to figure something out about themselves, then, you know, great. I absolutely love that. But I think at the end of the day, I've always made art for myself, and I've never really made it for others. And that's a path I want to continue down. I think when you are pursuing an art career, you always try to, it's in the back of your mind where you're like, hey, I should make a piece like this. I should probably do that. Maybe look up what this trend is. Maybe I should start illustrating a bunch of celebrities, just so, you know, you can kind of build that audience. And, you know, I think it definitely works. It's just, it's never necessarily been me. I just never want my artwork to be just another pretty picture. You know what I mean? Never wanted that. Okay, let me kind of just wrap this video up. I feel like I've really been yapping about a lot of different stuff, but I really do. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on everything I've been saying. Maybe, you know, tell me what you think. If you guys can relate to this, any of this in some way, I think I would really appreciate that. This piece will be available for sale. I'm gonna put up on my website at some point. So if you guys are interested in purchasing this piece, you know, you can just buy it from my website, or you can email me personally. Maybe we can work out like a payment plan, because I definitely do that, because artwork is expensive. So, you know, if you want to break it up into multiple payments, we can definitely do that. I haven't decided if I'm going to make prints on this yet. I probably will and probably should. Let me know if that's something you guys actually want, because, you know, I do value you guys' opinion. I think what I want to do going forward with my YouTube channel is just really build a community. Like, for everybody who is watching this video, I want to connect with you guys more. So, like, you know, if you guys comment under this video, I'm gonna be in those comments responding to y'all. I want to build like some sort of connection, some sort of bond with you guys. I feel like that's really what this is all about. That's the whole point of me putting artwork out here in the first place, posting it on social media. It's just for me to have that connection with y'all. And I don't know, I've been thinking lately that I want my YouTube just to be a really exclusive, intimate community. Like, I'm probably not going to promote any of my YouTube videos on social media. I'm not going to be posting on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter/X. I'm not going to be like, hey, check out my new video. Da, da, da. It's just like, you know, you so happen to stumble upon this video and build some sort of connection to it, and you got something to say. I think that's lovely. I think that's something I definitely want to strive to achieve. I know a lot of people wanted me to make these videos in the first place, just talking about my art, but I don't know. I think me making these videos is just a good way just to really leave my mark. I think the majority of the time my artwork speaks for itself, but I don't know, if people want to look outside of the art and just look at the artist, me, like, you know, they can just watch these videos. And, you know, if they don't want to watch these videos, they can always visit my website and go on my online blog where I actually talk about my artwork. So if you want more information about this piece, you know, feel free to visit there too. I'll have it posted up for sure. And with that being said, I think, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just end this video. The link to my website will be in the description. The link to my socials will also be in the description. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I appreciate y'all for watching this video. If you really liked it, you know, leave a like. If you want to see more, I recommend that, you know, you hit the subscribe button. Really, so we can, like, you know, build this community, do what we gotta do. But yeah, I think that's it. Y'all take care.